Alrighty, apologies everyone. Some mic issues arose at the last goddamn minute, so I had to quickly fix that, including resetting my entire computer. But as I was going to use the opening 5 minutes, the prior 5 to 10 minutes to go over pre-race stuff, they started the open. So I'm gonna quickly get y'all in reach of that. So just give me a couple more seconds here. Kind of just been a mess right now. Alright, welcome to my panorama. As you can see, the drivers are ready to grid. And this is going to be a standing start for the first of two races. This is the All-Star Open. It's going to be 4 laps using a custom EXC. Halfway caution at lap conclusion lap 2. And overtime is possible. And before I can say another word, we are back. And we are lights out and away we go. This is going to be a doozy to watch for. This is the 4-cylinder Hornets EXC we are utilizing for tonight's event. They make it their way through turn 1. Very slow, 50 miles per hour. And they just got through Hell's Corner. I'll give you the track guide while I'm here. Oh, and they're already getting turned as Dragons getting spun. Dragons also collected. And Brandon Carter. And no damage also to note, so they'll just keep going. For the lead, going 80 miles per hour into Griffin's Bend, it'll be Skylar Den. On the left side of Riley Treyway, they get into each other. 97 with the BMW Tesla will be shoving the number 13 and will inherit the race lead. Make their way uphill with a lack of horsepower. It's going to be a doozy trying to go up the hill during the first third into the first sector on this race course. I pass 3 and 4 and go through Quarry Corner. This is normally you take this nearly flat out, but this case is practically flat out. But the top 3 have broken off. This is turn number 8 they worked through Frog Hollow, and turn 9 just now. And with Riley Treyway continuing to lead, slowly extending her lead, go through turn 10 up to Skyline, highest points of the track. And now we got the fun part, the roller coaster. The next 8 corners consists of downhill, little to no room for error. Though it should be fairly easy when you're stuck puttering at 60 miles per hour. Hard braking zone, even with this slow EXC. Turn 18 at Forest Elbow. Then got Small King at 19. And now for the fastest part of the track, Conrad Strait. And you see the 97 trying to break the draft from the 13 of Skylar Den. Might as well get the on board on that. Had to fix that. And now on the rear bumper is Skylar Den, headed into turn number 20 into the chase. A little bit deeper into the braking zone is 13. He's going to use the right hand side through turn 22. And he's going to get the race lead. And Shmuda is starting to lose touch with the top 2. It's going to be turn number 23, the final corner. And that is Riley Treyway cutting through that final corner. And she's going to lead the opening lap. And back there, 4th place. Donna Gran, who got involved in that lap run crash down Mountain Straight. He's going to cut through the pit lane, trying to gain some amount of time back. Just the bottom portion of this circuit from turn 20 to turn 1, that's like your best places to corner cuts if you are a driver here. On board with Shmuda, he's going to barely get to 80 miles per hour before the incline up to turn number 2, running 3rd place. Now to actually get into the rules and stuff, since I joined in a little late, the halfway will allow the leader at the time, which currently is Riley Trewick, to be locked into the main feature race later tonight. And likewise, after another 2 laps, the actual open race winner will get the 2nd position, and 3rd position will go to the fan votes winner, which will be William Gregory after confirmation a little bit earlier today. Zach Armstrong was the actual fan vote winner, but he is unable to attend, so William Gregory, with the 2nd most votes, will inherit that position, and he'll be eligible for the All-Star Race main feature. Riley Trewick making her way down the roller coaster, the Dipper as it's properly called. And through the Pizza Hut corner, forced elbow. She got a pretty surmountable lead, at least with this. It was 1 second at the line, but the lead has grown a little bit closer to 3 seconds over Skylar Den. Where'd the rest go? Shmuda has properly lost time. She's got to fight Dylan on the ground for 3rd. Carter and Jenkins kind of just suffering, now making their way down the Dipper. But just a couple more corners for the number 97, but she's gonna nearly get clipped by the 13 of Skylar Den, using her own tricks against her from the lap prior. Will the 97 respond by Carter cutting this final corner? But not both. The 13 thinks better of it. Oh, right across the line. But they have taken the halfway caution. So it will be Skylar Den across the line to win the half, and he has solidified himself into the feature race. Is it a bit too early to call this the 5-hour energy move of the race? Actually, it might be further back. I don't know why I picked this spot specifically. If there's a better camera of it, I could probably show you. Might be better. Gigi's on board. But yeah, using her Trewick's tricks against her, cutting through the chase of turns 21 and 22, and knowing that the 97 will bite back. The 13 cuts through. Turn number 23, which, because it's a silly race, they allow it, and the start-finish line is right under this bridge, so yeah, the 13 got it. So, 2 laps down, and we got 2 more to come. And we're waiting on the 78 of Dragons, who is stuck in a sand trap at turn number 1. But he finally gets it out, and we should expect him to join the queue, which isn't too far away. Oh boy. So, why are we at Mount Panorama? Well, this was the decision from last season's All-Star winner, Hector Garcia, after narrowly gaining that victory at Rattlesnake Point, a fictional road course. So he got choice of venue for this season, and likewise, whoever wins the main feature race will get to choose next season's All-Star venue. However, Josh Shimura likely already has his idea submitted, and even this week, but um, he's been prominent on putting Salem Speedway to the BPNR calendar. He's got this livery he just made. You may have seen his advertising through either the BPNR streams or the Budweiser Cup Series streams. He's so prominent to Salem. But everyone has gathered up, and we are set to go green pretty soon. And it may expect we're not using normal caution rules. They're just gonna slow down as soon as they can and gather everyone up and go green as soon as possible. And we are going green at the uphill of Quarry Corner. Turns 5 and 6 are already going dicey. Those dragons trying to get by Shmuda. But it's unable to do so. Side by side for third. Shmuda on the outside lane of Brandon Carter. And then Dylan Negron, after getting right to lap 1, he finds himself second place and has the chance to make the main race. We go on board with them as we make our way downhill. Oh, the 97 messes up that little room for error she had crossed over that line. And the 97 Treyway goes spinning, so will Brandon Carter. And with that melee, the 78 forced to break. That ultimately means Joe Shmuda has the only opportunity to pounce on the ground, but he already graced the tire barrier at turn 18, so it just makes this task of winning this open race just a lot harder. So I suppose a little bit of fairness, this rule has just been implemented 10 seconds ago. The race leader cannot cut, but everyone else behind him can. Just allows them for natural gain, but a caution has been called. Likely just to gather everyone back up since they're all so separated, and to add more insaneness to this, we're essentially going to repeat what you saw at the start, which is a standing start. You might as well treat this like a red flag in Formula 1. And Brandon Carter did not break. So 5 cars, 1 lap. Only one of them can make their way towards the main feature race. And we are back underway. 1 final lap. Dragon is already trying to squeeze it 3 wide, but is unable to find any space down. He himself is going to get shuffled 3 wide potentially. But Shmuda is in the race lead. This is actually the white flag. They got 3.8 miles to slowly negotiate who will advance. Top 2 are Shmuda and Negron have already pulled away. Dragons and Treyway side by side for third. Or that was Carter, sorry. Side by side for third place. But just up ahead, side by side, is Dylan Negron and Shmuda. but Negron with the momentum through Mountain Straight has gotten the race lead. They reckon the back. Travick spun once again. And I believe those Dragons who got the barrier turn 2 to start all this. Just past turn number 4, they still got a long way to go, but still plenty of time for Shmuda and potentially Carter if he has speed to overtake the number 50. And that 101 really closed up as they make their way through turn 8 and 9. Got a lot of blocking. Zerma cuts through a little bit through 10 and door bashing, and there goes Shmuda. And Brandon Carter taking use of the ruling. The race leader cannot cut, but everyone else can. And trying to close in on the number 77. And third on back is still relatively close, so if these two wreck into the chase, they have a potential to steal the win. Apparently 78 hit the tires, but got one more chance for Brandon Carter. His best chance is through turn 21 and 22. The holy speed of for the 101 car. Oh, he's gonna block him. Pretty good bump. Carter was second place, so that is legal. But here comes Shmuda. What a slide job! He's getting be side by side towards the line. Got one more final corner into turn 23. While these two bash each other, here comes the Negron. Carter hits the tires. The Negron is going to go into the feature. What just happened? Let's just look back at Shmuda. Like he was there, but not close enough. But what a cut through 21 and 22 in the chase. What a slide job he pulled beside the Negron. And while these two are bashing each other, Negron, because he was third, he's allowed to cut through the final corner. And he led into the chase and comes out with the race win and has become the second driver to make into the main feature through the open. Well, I'll quickly go over the finishing results, assuming they pop up. Right. Negron wins, Joshua in P2, Treywick in third, Dragons in fourth, Carter in fifth, and Skylar DNS, knowing that he and Negron have made their way towards the main feature. So we're not done yet. We just gonna take a little bit, because gonna maybe 10-15 minutes before the feature, depending on how long Lanalao takes. So while everyone is getting gathered up to run the main feature, might as well go over the drivers who have set out or about to join, because they have locked in if I could find it. So the locked in drivers, whether or not they show up is entirely up to them. But it shall be Lennon Beck, Jolene Sims, Lanalau, Sebastian Kukula, Kirsten Bell, Alexander Gonzalez Green, Harry Crawford, Tyler Aziz, William Viola, Dunlap Brad, Nicholas Bedimlik, Thomas Troxel, Brian Scarrett, Cole Rodriguez, Daniel Rodriguez, Stephen Gibson, Jelani Howell, Eden McCrow, Joshua Clements, myself, Mantis Phelps, Colin Teague, Dakota Vega, and Hector Garcia are the drivers who were locked into the feature with their various statuses as champions, all-star winners, race winners from this sort of past season, as well as the holiday season 2, when race winners from this most recent winter. So those drivers, along with Skylar Den, Nick Dillon Negron, and William Gregory, have all became eligible for the main race that is set to take place. 3 minutes left in practice, but no idea if we're going green by then. So I might as well just calm down a little bit. It is an points race, but might as well just showcase points anyway. BPNR usually has their expedition races on Monday nights, hence why the stream is on Monday night. We'll go back to regular points paying races starting tomorrow. But for Dunlap Brad and Joshua Clements, they have clinched their spots into the chase, so they don't have to show up if they wish to. Well, it's going to be Tyler Aziz and William Gregory, who are not as comfy at the cutoff line, but there's a whole lot of talk around the wild cards, which I might be better off explaining tomorrow during the pre-race. But for tonight, we just let our minds loose and just embrace the chaos that Hector Garcia has brought upon us. And they're dead. They're just dead. And value. Hold on. It looks like there's a change of plans for the main feature, which good thing I'm in GIMP anyway, because I have to make preparations for the main race, especially with the race infographic you see at the right side of your screen just prior to the races. I believe, if memory serves, it should be that. Alright, so that's ready, and we are set to go racing. Now it is the main feature.
Drivers, to your cars.
I'm just gonna help speed up the process a little bit. Gonna hopefully this ticker doesn't break on me, because I haven't left the server or anything. So, also it is randomized qualifying. You saw that the open is same case here. It's just a expedition event. It's for shits and giggles. No real point. And with the ZXC, there's no real point to qualify, so might as well just throw in a random lineup and work with it. Oh, they're dead. Taking real advantage of the fact that there is no, um, there's no damage. I'm losing brain cells just watching this. So everyone will line up in their correct grid slots. I believe it's 8 cars are participating, yes. So 8 cars set to commence 6 laps today. That was a last minute change, same as the open, custom EXE, no damage, and this is where overtime is possible, but it is only one attempt. And we are lights out and away we go. Troxel nearly has his nose out in front. And he'll be the first to approach L corner turn number 1. So that makes the halfway yellow at lap number 3. Now that everyone has the same rule set, it makes it a little more predictable. So in this case, Troxel isn't allowed to corner cut until he is no longer in the race lead. This applies for everyone. Kind of a little bump. Not really bump drafting, but just close parameters here. This is for second place. Land allowed. Peaks inside of William Gregory, our fan votes winner, but it's going to remain single file. It's 3 wide. This is for 5th place. Kirsten Bells in the sucker hole. Skylar Den with the brilliant move on the outside to make up 2 positions, 1 corner. Defending all-star winner Hector Garcia had to start deep in the field, but he's going to get collected in early calamity. Kirsten Bell sent sideways to the exit 4. At the front is Thomas Troxel, who is slowly pulling away from Gregory. Exchange for third, that was still in the ground game by Landon Lyle. And it pretty much, I was gonna say even splits of 4, but Kirsten Bell was not with the second group of Viola, Garcia, and Den. Just making way past Skyline at the first lap of the main feature. And the top 4 have all chosen to just play it safe from now. Landon Lyle getting a little wide at 12, 13, whichever that may be. Maybe down the hill into 18. A little bit of a bump towards the Gron. And there goes Gregory Block for P2 as they make their way down Carnarvon Straight. Got a big tandem coming down this very long straightaway. Got a bit of a downhill, then just a slight uphill. Look at the speed Landon Lyle has. And he makes the exchange for third work. Does he have a thing for Gregory? Not able to do so. Here comes Viola Cornicani trying to catch back up. And he's got a whole lot of speed. Gonna use that to push Skylar Den. And he'll use that speed to cut turn 23 and saw someone else cut it. I think that was Gregory. But that 13 car got in a little too hot and lost. Lost a lot of speed. And then it's Kirsten Bell in the tire barrier, turn 23. And she will likely retire from this race. So really unfortunate. Okay, so correction from Isabel herself. Everyone's in the same Discord we see today, so I get live info. So Isabel wants to avoid getting towed, hence why she crashed her game, and she should rejoin the circuit she has. And still on lap 1, but she'll wait for the halfway yellow at the conclusion of lap 3. So Troxel with a 1 second lead according to the game. Got these two for this will be 4th place, still in the ground on the right hand side with Viola on the left. And Viola will take over that position. Then Loud starting to lose touch with the 30. On board with Gregory as they make their way towards past Skyline. And, well, gonna cut through there. Got Troxel. Oh, he gets killed. Well, I'm gonna have to go AFK, so I'll just leave you with Land. Actually, I'll leave you with Viola and hope for the best. Alright, apologies. Took a little while, but I believe they had a restart, so given how close they are. If I'm correct, this is to the halfway yellow. Third, second through fourth cutting through, but what a cut for Gregory! And he'll also cut through turn 23. He'll lead at the line. Oh, they break towards the back, that allows upside down. Just need to confirm that. But that was the halfway. See where Gregory was. So by the top four take the normal route, he went his own way. Cutting through this opening, he was gonna find out whether it works one way or another, but he has made that work and has granted himself the race lead. So, as last Kirsten failed to get back into action after her accident at the final corner, at the conclusion of lap number 1. But I'm gonna actually quickly look at the wreck across the line, Lanelao. All gets bashed by trucks into Garcia, and it's just NR physics doing its work. So, halfway complete, and we are set to go green for 3 more laps, and we are back green. Down Mountain straightaway. It'll be Gregory going defensive in turn 2, but not defensive enough. It'll be Troxel side by side with them. Doing right back here, and then after his flip, trying to regain any lost momentum. You'll get by Negron, and we'll get by Viola. You'll go on board with him. It's the inside wall of turn 4. And jogging towards the front. Troxel trying to find a way around Gregory, but unable to do so. That's Scarden and to get side by side for second place. It might as well be a Talladega race. Gregory able to control the lines here at Mount Panorama. We're going across Skyline. And no cutting through here. Oh, top 3 had bounced off the wall. Garcia, Lauki, RG, Bargy, but everyone keeps it straight miraculously. Oh, Garcia gets turned at the entry of turn 18, and so will William Viola hits the inside of a wall hard. Side by side for the lead, it'll be Lanelao beside Troxel. After flipping nearly a lap ago now, he is wanting justice. Troxel with a little bit of side drive, which I don't think exists with the CXC, although I don't suppose it has strong benefits given the slow speed. But there goes Gregory trying to slide her, but messes us up. He spins in front of field. He goes upside down. Oh, not a hard hit towards the back here. That being Dylan the Grunt. 2 plows into that 77 Peugeot and make that a third. And standing start this time because they're at the start finish. You might as well. Alright, they are lined up. It will be a 2 to go restart. At overtime. And you might as well be a three-way. Three-wide starts for third and sixth. And we are lights out and away we go. Troxel with bear star. He and stuck on the outside. Slowly make their way towards one. Gregory cutting a little bit through L corner. And he's going to push them all the way out. And that will result in a multi-car crash. Gregory backs up into Viola. But they keep it green. The top two have broken off. Troxel was able to clear Landalau out of one. But Landalau is not letting him get away easily. And he's gonna bounce off the wall at turn 2. He's going to lose speed uphill. At the one place on track where you do not want to make a mistake. Meanwhile, third, through 5th have bunched up still. Skylar then trying to pull away. Meanwhile, Garcia and Negron battling for position. While the other three have recovered and are gonna need a miracle to get back up there. They are allowed to cut to catch up, but only within that final sector of the track. Well, Troxel hits the wall in the inside wall of turn number 10. Lyle really closed up, only for him to overshoot, bounce off. But he does 14. I want to run for Dylan Negron, be likely in exchange for 4th. Negron on the inside, preferred line through 18. And they're still stuck side by side, but Garcia has run on the outside, should able to complete the defense. And Viola is stuck in the tire barrier. This is at the S's. And that'll make his all-star ventures over with. And coming to the final lap, Landalau looking inside. Try to look back here. Here comes Garcia. Oh, he's gonna get into Skylar then. And Tangle for 3rd place. Negron able to benefit. But here comes Landalau. Oh. Well, caution, and it's going to be a 1-lap dash just to get this over with. So where is the others? Both of them are Gregory and Negron are stuck sideways. Viola has gotten back going. They're gonna wait on him. Just as you think that 27 chances are over, he reemerges. Still sorting themselves out. Viola has just arrived at the starting queue. And one more time, we are lights out and away we go. This is the final lap. No overtime. Side by side, got Truxel. Preferred line into turn 1, bounces the curb a little bit, shoves out the number 99, it'll be 3 wide and down, mountain straight away, back down to 2. And confirmation from Lane Allow, boys have added attitude. Well, all besides corner cutting. So no cutting, everyone has to remain on the racing surface. Landon Lau having to witness Garcia give a mid-corner bump drive to Troxel. Here comes Skylar Den. Skylar Den into the race lead, side by side for second place. Hector Garcia trying to defend his all-star crown. Door being in for fourth, Landon Lau trying to get back. Dylan able to do so from first to fourth and just a few corners, which with these the CXC is pretty much an eternity. Gonna give a push. Oh, nearly got bumper grabbed. But a little bit of distance between the field and Skylar Den down into the S's. Oh, they wreck. Garcia's wanted them. Oh, I thought he had it saved, but he finally gets spun around. Them in the ground. Also, out of this. Oh, Lennon overshoots. He gets a tire barrier. It is only up to Troxel to potentially steal this. They're far away enough to where they can cut. It's just gonna be a matter of if they're able to benefit. Okay, maybe not. So Hector Garcia, the only driver allowed to cut as they approach the chase. And Troxel immediately ignores it. Skylar sees it in his mirrors and plays defense. They wreck in the back. Oh, terrible wreck. We'll look at that for the finish. Oh, Troxel wins the All-Star. A last corner move for number 1. So before I look at that, I want to figure out what happened back here. Third through fifth cutting through. Viola gets Bell and oh, that's fatal. That's fatal. Those fans there just witnessed a fatality. And just the perfection corner cutting technique for Troxel, he makes the pass as Skylar Den. And well, that concludes the mayhem here in Australia. Take a look at the final results. Troxel winning All-Star, Skylar Den P2, Kirsten Bell in third, William Viola in P4, Hector Garcia in fifth, Landon Lau P6, Dylan Negron in seventh, and William Viola last place. Small field, but it put on a show of all time. Man, oh man. I would I'm gonna move over to my own VC because it's getting a bit loud in there. But yeah, that was something. Let's see the final rundown. 52 minutes. It's not terrible. It's these expedition races for BPNR are usually cut and dry. Just get to the point and wrap it up before you even know it. So, with that, Thomas Troxel has given the right to select the race venue for next season's BPNR All Star race. I would interview him to maybe get an idea of what he would like, but some things came up and I'm gonna have to wrap this up now. So I'll potentially skip tomorrow for this graphic I meant and cut to Wednesday where BPNR D2 hits the North Wilkesboro. That'll be covered here. Friday, got Budweiser at Charlotte, also covered here. Well, Gnarl hits the Pocono, covered on Cheese Food Media. Essex has their regular season finale from Talladega Superspeedway. Who makes it into their chase and who doesn't? Saturday has OSCC also at Pocono. And IFAR continuing their chase with New Hampshire. And next time BPNR tomorrow, we'll be back to normal regular season festivities with the penultimate race of the regular season from Rockingham. But that should be interesting. That'll be covered tomorrow. So, thank y'all for watching this mayhem of a race from Bathurst. Thank you for tuning, and I'll see you tomorrow for Rockingham.